I can't pronounce that. Amorization?
Amortization?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna put depreciation and amortization. Okay. Amortization is really depreciation for intangible assets.
Okay.
You know, and can you name a couple intangible assets?
I believe like trademarks would be one.
Trademarks, patents. So the most often ones you're going to see are patents and probably copyrights
Okay.
are the two most common.
And what's the patents is like it's like a copyright of an idea, right? And copyrights more like for like a piece of art or a paper or
Mm-hmm.
like a
And a
movie.
patent is for something like you've invented something,
And
a process or something, and you want to make sure no one else can do it.
is that the one where it's like after you die, it's still 70,000 or 700?
That's
or 70
copyrights.
years?
Patents are for 20 years, copyrights are for after the death of the person, like 70 years or something, I can't remember.
Okay. Can you renew patents or no?
After 20 years, no.
Okay.
After 20 years, everyone can see what you've done and do it as well.
Okay, so pretty much it's like you got 20 years to make a big profit off of this.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, then it's fair game for everyone else.
Yep, and so patents are a big deal for like pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, because
Have you
they're
ever
trying
heard of
to.
generic brands?
Mhm.
You always, at first, there's no generic brands, right?
Yeah.
After 20 years, everybody has, suddenly their costs, someone can make it way cheaper than they did, or they're even making it cheaply, but they can sell it for as much as they want because they're the only one making it.
Uh-huh.
So as a generic brand pops in, then they lose all their money, right? And so,
Okay, then you get, okay, so that's why medicine's generic brands work the same as regular brands, just because it's.
because after a certain amount of time, they look and they see, oh, this is exactly what they did, I'm going to make the exact same thing.
So in essence, even generic brands could be better because the people could be working on improving that.
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Normally, yeah, I don't know. Okay,
Makes sense.
so this is depreciation expense.
Mm-hmm.
All amortization is, so the amortization
Because
expense,
would those have a salvage value? An intangible asset wouldn't really
They
have a
can't, right?
Yeah, because it's not.
you're exactly right, so it's just the cost divided by useful life.
Okay.
So it's the exact same thing as this, but without salvage value.
Okay, so pretty much it's just expressing that doesn't have an actual.
Yeah.
Because salvage value basically is like selling the scrap metal, correct?
Yeah, or it's basically what you think it will be worth when you're done with it.
Okay.
That you think, I can sell it for this when I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you have a $10,000 patent. Okay, patents are normally good for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now in a question, if they say you bought it from someone as a useful life of 10 years, use 10 years, not 20.
Okay.
Because I mean, someone's already been using it for 10 years,
And they
so you have
do.
10 more years to use it. But we'll just say it has a useful life, it's just a regular patent. So it's useful life of 20 years.
Just out of curiosity, like when would they sell it? Like, is it kind of like we can't figure out where to go with this, so we're gonna sell it to you for a certain amount of money?
Yeah, or somebody just really wants it and so they buy it.
Alright.
I don't know. But, so what's our amortization expense each year?
That would be $500.
So we take 10,000 divided by 20, get rid of that, equals $500. Okay? So we're gonna allocate $500 every year to this.
Okay.
Okay? Now, let me show you this was the depreciation one. When we calculated before, I'll just use the same numbers.
Okay.
And then it was accumulated depreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no such thing as accumulated amortization, although you'll see it in one of your problems.
It's a trick.
Well, it's not a trick. Just treat it like accumulated depreciation, but you'll never actually see it again. It's
Okay.
I don't know why they do it. It's weird.
Is it like one of the test ones, or is it like just?
It's just in your homework.
Yeah.
So you'll see it in a homework question. Maybe you'll see it in a test. I can't imagine, but because it never is there. It's a little bit different. The top part's the same. We say amortization expense. Oops.
So in reality, it's not even really a real thing.
accumulated amortization,
Uh-huh.
it's not a real thing,
Okay.
but you'll see it in there.
Is an
It's a-
amortization expense a real thing though?
Amortization expense is real,
Okay,
accumulated amortization is not.
it's just accumulated depreciation.
Just treat it the same way you would this.
Okay,
So if you were to calculate like the book value, like I showed you, did 100,000 minus the 9,
mm-hmm,
okay? You treat it the exact same way. So like on this one, it's 10,000 minus the 500, okay? So
Okay.
you treat it the exact same way, but it's not real, okay? In this case, instead of doing accumulated amortization, all we say is whatever the intangible asset is, okay?
okay. Okay, so that will happen, but it's just, in the book, for some reason, it says accumulated,
In your book, I don't even think it says
or
accumulated.
no, I'm sorry, on
In the
Wiley.
homework, they're gonna say there's an accumulated amortization.
But in reality, it's just the pattern.
It's just this is all.
So that journal entry will happen, it just won't have the accumulated
This is the journal entry
Okay,
But-
in the book, it just gives a weird term for some reason, or on the.
on the homework, and it's not asking you to do the journal entry, it's just giving you some information so you could calculate like book value and stuff of it.
Okay,
And so instead of just telling you what the book value is, they call it accumulated amortization.